Tough.
Leave yourself too much to do, Chris?
Yeah, our first half was really bad. Theirs was really good. It's a little bit of a disturbing trend. I'm not sure whether 2 weeks is enough of a trend, but we kicked a few goals early, looked okay, and then just didn't do enough to stop their momentum. I think they kicked 9 straight at one stage without us kicking a goal. We'll learn from that. We've got to get better than that because you can't allow good teams that sort of a run. Left ourselves with way too much to do. But as I said last week, our guys are pretty tough. They're great character, even our young players. They are showing that they play the Geelong way when the chips are down. The disappointing thing is we just didn't do it early enough. If we had got the games on our terms in the first sort of 60 minutes, we would have been fine. But, gee, that's easy to say.
Again, you didn't really get your hands on the ball for the second week around that.
Yeah, and that's the easy part.
Yeah.
I said to the players, I feel like an under-12 coach. Like, just win the ball and get it forward. Because, they just had the ball in our defensive half too much, made it too difficult for us. Now, we didn't cope with that well enough. We're still a good enough side to transition the ball from that area. They defend fantastically. Everyone knew that. That wasn't a surprise. We got what we expected. But the work around the ball is the key to it all, and they were pretty good early.
Did your players, your defenders, panic a little bit, do you think, in the first quarter, just kicking you away and leaving them the opportunity of driving you back in?
Yeah, it depends which way you look at it, Duff. If you handball the ball too much in that situation, we know West Coast are going to pressure us pretty well. We needed to be in a position where we could kick it out, and they positioned more proactively than we did. That's something that we'll address, but I wouldn't call it panic.
What changed for you after half-time, do you think? What enabled you to get back into it?
Yeah, there are a few structural changes we make that I'll leave it for you guys to work out. I don't really want to talk about them too much, but that had an impact on us winning the ball a little bit more. But more than that, it was just our the individual intent to take control of the game, get best position on your opponent, win the ball in a contest and get it forward. We thought when the ball went to a genuine contest, we looked pretty good. When we went to outnumbered situations, they just used that extra number too well.
Looked like you got a bit of a lift from Vardy in the ruck. His athleticism, ability, you got hands on the ball a bit and got it going your way a little bit from the start.
Yeah, he's an exciting player. He's an exciting 4-possession player at the moment.
Yeah.
That's the disappointing thing. I remember when Nick Nananui was drafted, everyone said the same thing. Gee, he looks exciting, but he just doesn't get the ball. He's probably still not getting the ball a lot, but his improvement's been really rapid, and we're expecting a similar sort of thing from Vards. If we're relying on first and second year key position players to get us over the line, we're in big trouble. And I don't think we are. He's going to be a good long-term player for the club, we think, but while he's exciting, he's still got to have more of an impact on the game than he's having.
Christensen and Motlop in the second half. I mean, Motlop was the sub.
Yeah.
They really seem to seize their time.
Yeah, look, our future in that respect is pretty bright. We've got some young players that are coming into AFL football and having an impact. And if anything, I thought our really good, experienced key players were the ones that were down, particularly in that second quarter. But gee, they came out lifted, didn't they? Like Chapman and Johnson in a genuine contest were fantastic. Ling was good all night. Kelly sort of fought his way into it. I didn't think any of our players were brilliant, but they all tried right to the very final siren, which is a really good sign, because if we turn around the things that are easy to turn around, the structural things and the just the willingness for the contest, we'll be fine.
Chris, do you think the experiment with Barco worked, sending him over here a couple of weeks earlier?
Time will tell. It was never a short-term thing. He had a few issues that meant he couldn't play the Essendon game. So we took the chance to get him over here. I'll talk to you. Ask me again in September.
Was that niggling sort of physical issues, or was it more something like mental issues?
No, physical issues. Yeah.
Just from an opposition coach's point of view, what have you made of West Coast progress?
I'm not going to talk about West Coast except to say that they're a really good side and we're really impressed with them. It's not for me to give an analysis on their performance. Thanks.